Thank you for tuning in, presenting to you this tutorial and your tutor, Patrick Divine. Today, I want us to look at what we call calculus. Okay, calculus. So I will help you know how to solve calculus in a short period of time. So I welcome you to this video. Okay, so now when you find a question saying evaluate the following, okay, evaluate the following, and these are the questions that we are going to look at today. So now, how are we going to evaluate these kind of questions concerning calculus? So what you need to know is that whenever you see a question having brackets like this and having something like this, what you need to know is that these questions are what are under integrals. Whenever you see something like this, what you need to know is that you need to integrate these kind of questions. Okay, you need to integrate these kind of questions. Now, what formula do you use to integrate these? What formula are you going to use to integrate these questions? Okay, so let me show you the formula in a short period of time, then I explain the formula. After that, we go on and solve the questions. All right, so the formula is going to be x to the power n plus 1 over n plus 1. That is the formula we use for you to integrate a question. Okay, to integrate a question under calculus. This is the formula that we are supposed to use. Now, if you look at this formula, you need to know that this n there, the n, it means that it is the power. Okay, its symbolizes the power. Okay, it can be this the way it is. This is x power 2. So we have x then power 2. Okay, we have x power 2. We have this is power 1. Okay, something like that. Are we together? I'm sure you are able to understand the formula. So this means that it is the power. Now they are saying that the power, we are supposed to add what? To add 1. Are we together there? We are supposed to add 1. So we have a 2 here. We are supposed to add the what? To add 1 there. So now whatever that you are doing up here, make sure that also you do it down there. Okay, so this is the formula that we are going to use to solve these kind of questions. Now, before I go on and solve these kind of questions, okay, before I go on and solve these two questions, what I'm going to tell you is that we actually offer online tuitions, online live tuitions, where you can ask questions and be given the answer there and then. And these live tuitions, they are actually conducted using Telegram. Okay, so we conduct live tuitions for mathematics, chemistry, and sciences. Okay, you might be doing pure sciences, you might be doing physical sciences. We conduct all that. So make sure that you inbox me on this line 0975 334778. Okay, you can WhatsApp me on this number 0975 334778 if you need online tuition, so that we can push you even as the time is not with us, but we'll be able to make you catch up. All right, so let's go on and solve the questions. Now we are going to start with question 1. So now question 1, it's saying that we have the integral of 0 to 1. It has a limit of 0 to 1. Okay, then it is x power 2 minus 2x plus 3. Okay, then they are saying that dx. So now how do you integrate this? Remember, I said that this is the formula. So we are going to say equals. So this is what you are supposed to do, the first step. We are going to say equals, then we are going to get what we have here. What we have here, it is what? X to the power what? To the power 2. Now, the formula is saying that add 1 to that power that you have. So we are going to say plus what? Plus 1. Okay? And remember, whatever that you do up there, also do it down here. So mean that you are going to copy 2 plus 1. Okay? As simple as that. That is what the formula is telling us about. So we are going to continue saying there is a negative. You're going to say minus 2x. We copy what we have. Then we are going to say this is power 1. It is already power 1. But we are going to add a 1 to say plus 1. Then over 1 plus 1. Okay. So that is what we are supposed to do. Then here we have what? We have plus 3. That is what we have there. So now what you need to understand is that there is x here. There is x, but it is to the power 0. Whenever you see a number or a constant is a number that doesn't have any letter, okay? And whenever you see that number, you need to know that it has x to the power 0. And you know that whenever any number is power 0, it means that it is equal to what? It is equal to 1 when a number is power 0. Any number, any letter or any other thing, it is power when it is power 0. In mathematics, we say it is equal to what? To 1. And if we say that 3 multiplied by 1, it is just 3. That is why it is 3 there. Okay, I hope you have gotten that point. So there is a power 0 here, but the formula is saying that we should add a what? A 1. We should add 1. And whatever that you are doing there, you need to add, you need to put it down there. That is what we are doing here. So we are going to continue saying x, then you add 2 plus 1. You're going to find that 2 plus 1 is 3. Then over 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1 is what? Is 3. You continue saying minus 2x, then 1 plus 1, you're going to have a 2, then over 1 plus 1, you are going to have 2 there. Then it's going to be plus, we have 3x, then 0 plus 1, 0 plus 1, it is just 1 there. Then you are going to put 0 plus 1, you're going to say it is 1 there. Okay, but what you don't need to forget is that we had these limits. Okay, we had these limits, and these limits, they are saying that they are from 0 to what? To 1. Okay, so make sure that you are doing this as you are solving. Okay, they are 0 to 1, so you just draw a line and show them from here. Don't show them from this side. Okay, so that is what you are supposed to do. Now the next thing that you're supposed to do, you're going to say equals. Now we are going to copy this. Since there is no number that we can use to divide the 3 with, so we are going to say it is x to the power 3, then over 3. Then we have a minus. We are going to say this is, the 2 can go in that 2. Okay, then we will have what? X to the power 2, then plus 3 in 1 into 3, we are going to have it 3 to the power 1. So to the power 1 is just 1 the same thing as leaving it like that. So we are going to say the limits are from 0 to 1. Okay, I hope you have understood. So make sure that you remember that we offer online tuitions in mathematics and science. So make sure that you follow for more and inbox me on that line that I have given you. So let me try to create some space up here so that we'll be able to solve and finish this question. Okay, so now let me just copy it up here. Okay, So we have x power 3 over 3 minus x power 2 plus 3x, and the limits that we have there from 0 to 1. Those are the limits that we have. Okay, so now let's continue solving the question. We are going to say it is equal to, now after you are done doing this, you need to make use of the limits that you have there. So now we are going to say where there is x, you substitute what? 1. We substitute x with what? With 1. Where there is x, we put 1. Wherever you are seeing x, you put a 1. So we are going to say 1 to the power 3 over 3. Okay? Then you're going to say minus, where there is x, we put 1. Okay? We are going to put 1 to the power what? To the power 2. Make sure that you are doing this. Okay? 1 to the power 2, then plus 3 multiplied by a 1 there. Okay? So now when you do this, since you have also 0 there, what you are going to do is you need to put a minus. Okay? You need to put a what? A minus. And whatever that you did this side, wherever there is x, you put what? You put 0, meaning that it's going to be 0 to the power 3 over what? Over 3. Okay? Then we have minus 0 to the power what? To the power 2 over, to the power 2, like that. 0 to the power 2. Then you're going to say plus 3 multiplied by what? Multiplied by 0. Like that. 3 multiplied by 0. Then we are going to continue. We are going to say 1 power 3, 1 to the power 3. 1 to the power 3, it means that, this just means that it is 1 times 1 times 1. 1 times 1, it is 1. 1 times 1, you are going to have what? 1. Okay? So, 1 power 3, it means that it is 1. So you are going to say that it is 1, then over 3. Then it's going to be minus 1 power 2, you are going to have what? 1. Okay, then plus 3 times 1, you are going to have 3 there. Okay. Then if you look at this, this is 0 to the power 3, it is just a 0. Everything, this side, what is this side? It's going to be 0. Then 0, then it will be minus 0, which is means nothing. 0 is nothing. So meaning that we have this one as our fraction. Okay. So we are going to put a 1 over 1. You know, when you are dealing with this kind of fractions, you introduce something like this. So we are going to look for a common denominator. Is a number that when you put down here, it is a number that all these three numbers, when they go into it, they are going to give you what? A 1 without leaving it. They are going to give you an answer without leaving a remainder. Okay. So we are going to say 3 into 3, it is 1. 1 times what we have up here. So 3 into 3, it is 1. 1 times 1, we are going to have 1 minus 1 into 3, it is 3. 3 times 1 there, we are going to say it is 3. Then plus 1 into 3, it is 3. 3 times 3, we are going to have what? 9 there. Then we are going to say equals to, when you solve all this, you are going to find that it is what? The answer is 7 over 3. So this is going to be your answer. Your answer will be what? 7 over 3. So that is your answer. Okay. So we have solved the first question. We have solved the first question. Now let's use the same method to solve the second question. Make sure that you understand this concept. So for easy understanding, let me solve for you another question. Okay, so remember that the number that you can use to get in touch with me, it is 0975 334778. That is the number that you can use to WhatsApp me or to call me, so that we get in touch. We get in touch with me. So we are going to say it is going to be equals to, this is number 2 now. We are on number 2 now. So we are going to say it is equal to, we have -1. And remember that we said that whenever you have a number that doesn't have any letter, it means that we are going to add x, but it is to the power 0. Now, we said that the power, we add what? We add 1. Then whatever that you are doing down there, up here, we do it down there. We are going to say +1. Then we have a minus here. We have 1 or minus. So it will be 3x to the power. We have 2 power 2 plus 1 over 2 plus 1. This question came in 2023, paper 2. So this is how you are supposed to solve it. So we are going to say the limits are from -1 to 1. Okay, the limits are from -1 to 1. So this is what we have. We are going to say it is equal to, this is -x. Okay, so it is going to be negative what? -x, because -1 times x is just -x. Then 0 power 1, it is just power 1, and we can leave it like that. We can say 0 plus 1, it is 1. Then we are going to say there is a negative. We are going to say 3x power 2 plus 1, we are going to have 3. Then down here we are going to have 3 as well. So don't forget the limits. We have 1 and -1. Okay, so now from here we are going to say 1 into -x, we are going to have -x. Okay, we are going to have -x. Then 3 into 3, we are going to have -x power 3. Okay, so now this is what we have there. Okay, so this is what we have there. So we are going to say it is equal to, we don't have to forget the limits. We have -1 and 1. So we are going to say wherever there is x, you start with the one that is up here. We start with what is up there. So we said that wherever there is x, we put the 1. So we are going to say negative, then open bracket, wherever there is x, we are going to put 1, minus, wherever there is x, we are going to put what? 1. Okay, to the power 3, like that. All right. So we are going to put this in bracket. Then we are going to put a negative here. That is what we said in the previous question. Then we are going to say, we are going to get this same expression here. We are going to say this is -x. This is -x. So we are going to say negative. Then we open the bracket. X, we put what? A -1 there. So we have -1. Have you seen the importance of putting brackets? So that is what we are supposed to do. Then we go on and say there is negative. We are going to say open bracket, where there is x, we put a -1. Then power 3. Okay, we are going to put it in a bracket. Okay, so now that we have reached here, let's do this. Let's create some space. Yes, let's do this. So I'm actually going to copy. Okay, let me just try and solve this. So we are going to say it is equal to, okay, it is going to be equal to negative times 1. So negative times 1, we are going to have what? We are going to have 1 there. Negative times 1, we are going to have 1. Then we are going to have negative. There is a negative here. Okay? We are going to have what? Negative. And if you look at this, this is 1. 1 to the power 3, I said that it is just 1. So 1 to the power 3, it is just what? 1. Okay? 1 to the power 3, it is 1. Are we together? Alright, so we know that we have put the brackets here. So let's continue and put the brackets like that. Okay? Let me bring it down here. Let me just bring it down here. So we are going to say 1 minus 1 like that. Let me bring it down there. Let me bring it down here. Okay, so when you put the brackets, there is a negative here, which is here. This is the negative that I'm talking about there. So we are going to say, open the bracket like that. Then we are going to say, this negative, it is the one which is here. We are going to say negative times negative 1. So negative times negative 2, you know that it is positive. So mean that it's going to be positive what? Positive 1 there. Then we are going to put this negative. We put that negative there. Then we are going to say this is negative 1 to the power 3. So negative 1 to the power 3, it actually means negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1. That is what it means. So we are going to say negative 1 times negative 1, it is just positive 1. Positive 1. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. So now there is a times here. So we're going to say times negative 1 again. So positive times negative, it is just a negative. Then 1 times 1, we are going to have 1. So mean that our answer is what? Is negative 1. So here we are going to have a negative 1 again. Then we put our bracket like that. Okay? So we are going to say equals 1 minus 1, we have 0. Then we are going to say minus. Here we are going to say open bracket. So we are going to say 1. We are going to say 1. Negative times negative, it is positive. We are going to say there is positive 1 there. Okay? We are going to continue and say negative. Then here we have 1 plus 1, we are going to have a 2. So now 0 minus 2, the answer is just negative 2. So that is the answer for the second question. So that is the answer for the second question. Once more, if you need tuitions, you may actually contact me or WhatsApp me on the number plus 260 975 334778. That is my WhatsApp line. You can contact me on that one. You can WhatsApp me or you can give me a call on that line so that we help you with tuitions in mathematics and science. Thank you for watching. I've been your tutor, Patrick Divine.